Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button and hit the bell icon and set your notifications to all, that way you never miss a future upload. Another day, another drama channel drama, and today we're going to be talking about Luscious Massacre, Snider, and Dustin Dailey getting back into it yet again. If you haven't seen my previous video titled Jeffree Star, Nikita Dragun, Shane Dawson Drama, I will link that in a card up over here, as well as down in the description box down below, so definitely make sure you go and check that out as well. Alright, let's go ahead and get on into it. Luscious went on a live stream titled Snider and Dustin Dailey are hot garbage. Now, of course, Snider and Dustin Dailey both saw this. I don't know if they actually saw it themselves or if they were sent a screenshot of it saying, hey, Luscious Massacre is doing a live stream about you guys, and here's what the title is. Now, of course, as soon as Luscious Massacre starts to talk about Dustin Dailey and Snider, they always end up responding, and of course, that is exactly what happened. Now, this video is going to be extremely screenshot heavy because we know that when this happens, Dustin and Nick like to tweet out a lot, so let's go ahead and just get on into it. This is going to be a two-part video. This first part is going to be talking about all of what was said on Twitter, and in the next video, I will break down what was said in the podcast, as well as what Luscious was saying in the live stream. Dustin Dailey then tweeted out a picture of the live stream and said, looking like a banged up big toe, but we are garbage. Snider then also tweeted out a picture of the live stream and said, y'all know what, I've been nice. At Luscious Massacre, worry about your glucose levels and shut the up about me. Nick then tweeted, I'll be having time tomorrow when I wake up. I'll show you garbage. Dustin Dailey then tweeted out, girl needs to let this go like she let herself. Sick of this. And Snider has finally gained access to the Twitter voice memo, so he decided to take to that to air out some of his frustrations, so here's what he had to say in the first one.
I'll tell you what, Luscious Massacre is so good at painting a narrative for her subscribers, the idiots that follow her. And yes, I'm going to say idiots because you're literally believing that she's against drama, that she doesn't want to be a drama channel, but all of her live streams seem to be about Rich, myself, Dustin, Jeffree. I think she talked about James in there a little bit. Always seems to cover drama. But now Luscious is trying to paint a narrative that I tell you, because I said that probably collects a check from the government. So she's not going to tell you what else I said. She's just going to go with that and try to say that I'm because of that. I actually said in the podcast, which I'm sure she listened to because she's probably subscribed underneath a name that's not hers. So thank you for the $5. But I said there is nothing wrong with getting a check unless you are just getting that check because you're lazy. So please, somebody point me to where that's at all. Can somebody please point me in that direction? Thank you.
Dustin Dailey then tweeted out a video and said, since we're matching energy and this wants to sniff her nose, are you thinking of reading someone? The only thing you need to be reading is that glucose meter, you obese. And then included the following video.
Why does she continue to talk about us? You know, that's their complaint. First of all, okay, y'all are gonna have to get used to it. Okay? I'm just gonna need a complaint. First of all, okay, why does she continue to talk about us? You know, that's their complaint. First of all, okay.
Snider then tweeted, and here come the references. Yawn. Dustin Dailey then tweeted, how are you going to be built like an amoeba and try to come for someone's sobriety? Dustin then followed that up by saying, nope, I stand by what I said. Luscious is a double wide, and she went for Nick's sobriety. Y'all all about keeping the same energy until it's time to. Disrespect is met with disrespect. Someone replied to Dustin and said, that's really not a good route to go on. The thing is, you're not only insulting her, you're insulting everyone with her body type like she is everyone with their sobriety. Don't be her. Body shaming isn't acceptable when you don't like someone or ever. Dustin then quote tweeted that and said, isn't Luscious insinuating everyone battling addiction? Did I miss something here? Another person replied to Dustin and said, Dustin, the fact you don't see what you said is wrong says a lot about your character. To which Dustin quote tweeted and said, I said what I said, just matching energy here. And then Snider turns back to the voice memo feature on Twitter again to release the following.
You know what's funny to me about this? People love to say, keep the same energy for everyone out there until it is their favorite person that's being talked about. And honestly, I don't understand how Luscious could be someone's favorite person. I mean, they want makeup. She refuses to do makeup and give tutorials, which is what her calling is, because as I've said many times before, the is very talented. But she's wasting that being a nasty, toxic person. Like, you can continue with the references. You can sit there and say that, oh, when I say crack, when I'm referring to them, it has nothing to do with... Okay, girl. You can even sit on your live stream while you're talking about me and go and put your finger to your nose and say that that's not a reference. Guess what? I'm sober. I don't know why people think that that's something to go after. It really just shows the kind of person you are. You know, somebody told me that when someone goes for your sobriety, you should write them off 100%, because that's basically like them wishing upon you, because they're going after something that is so triggering that could put you back in that space that they don't care if you're gonna OD. I almost OD'd last December, and that was a wake-up call for me. And when I woke up, I started working on myself 100%. I've been working out every day. I'm looking better than I ever have. And guess what? I'm actually happy. Maybe that's why Luscious wants to sit her moose on these live streams and wants to come for me and my friends nonstop, because she obviously has nothing going on in her life that is productive, that is getting her to the next step. Because as I've said before, Luscious is lazy and wants to do the bare minimum to get by. That's why you guys get a few live streams here and there each month, because she knows the super chats are good and she knows the views are going to be there because she's talking about all of us. Her subscribers, a good majority of them are over it. And I think a lot of people are over it. It's like you're wasting a talent. You're trying to think that I'm going to take down these drama channels because they're bullies and all that. You've turned in to literally what you say you hate. So you must hate yourself. You're going to sit there and you're going to say that drama channels are trash. You're the company you keep, and you're in all of our company. So welcome. You're trash. You can keep going for the sobriety. That's fine. I'm working on my addiction. It's clear you're not working on yours.
Another person replied to Dustin and said, "This is exactly why I hate the, quote, take the high road, end quote, approach. Why do you, the person who was wronged, have to be the better person? Nah, that." Dustin then quote tweeted that and said this. Dustin then tweeted, "The fact people think it's acceptable to continually pick at someone, but once you go after something they're not dealing with too well, you're in the wrong. I never said I was a good person, Luscious Massacre did." But she continues this when no one mentions her. This is gaslighting. Nick then tweeted, "I'm working on my every day. It's very clear that person is not working on theirs." Dustin then tweeted, "As previously mentioned, I tried reaching out to Luscious Massacre to amend the situation, but she refused to reply like a grown adult would. And it's because it would hurt her pocketbook. That says everything you need to know." He followed that up by tweeting, "How many times have I talked about having an eating disorder? How many times have I talked about how bad my body dysmorphia is? I get it. Was what I said about Luscious Massacre mean AF? Absolutely. What we aren't going to do is continually give her a pass for all the horrible she insinuates video after video, stream after stream, and act as if one thing is worse than the other. She started it and is never a topic of myself or Nick until she brings us up. How does anyone not see the repetition here? Disrespect me with the disrespect. End of." Petty Page then tweets out, "Eventually you get sick of being the bigger person. If someone keeps coming for your actively triggering you after you've told them to stop, and the only self-preservation you have is to make them know that they are less than perfect. We all have a vice we are working through." Nick Snider then quote tweets Petty Page's tweet and says this. And then Luscious Massacre starts to put out a couple of tweets, and the first one reads, "The way these girls are now saying they're the victim is hilarious to me. I can't help but laugh at their weak manipulation attempts. I forget they thrive off the back and forth. They enjoy this." Luscious then tweets out a screenshot of one of Dustin's tweets and says, "Really? What are these people going through for reals?" But that is the end of all of the tweets from last night. There were more tweets that were put out today, and I'll include them in the next video when I also talk about what was actually said in the podcast as well as in Luscious Massacre's video. But I'd love to know what you guys think about everything so far down in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button and hit the bell icon and set your notifications to all. That way you never miss a future upload. Alright, that's everything for today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!